What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. You already know it's your girl Sunny Chanel, and y'all, I am back with another video. And I know I've been gone for a long time, but I just been figuring out my life. Like, if you go back to my previous videos, you know I was jacked up in the strip club. Like, ooh, oh my god. Like, when I look at my videos, it make me want to cry sometimes, and I just be like, oh my god. Like, oh, I can't believe I was doing that. I can't believe that that person was me. I was so miserable and I was so depressed. And y'all, the best thing I ever done was to leave the strip club. And I'm finna tell you why. Honestly, I'm more at peace with myself and with God. I feel like I always believe, everybody know I always believed in God. I always talked about God. But it's like, how can you be worshiping God and also worshiping the devil at the same time? You can't do it. I don't care what nobody say. The strip club is demonic. The music is demonic. The vibe is demonic. You dancing for money is demonic. You're not supposed to be doing that. You letting all these spirits and demons on you, letting these people touch you for money. You don't know what these people do in their life. You know, it just was bad. If you've been to the strip club before, then you already know what go down. It's not no holy place. God ain't walking them through there. Period, point blank. I don't care what nobody say. Like, so many people try to change my mind. Like, da 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 da. God, I can work. I can praise God and still be in here. Da 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 da. No, you can't. How? Like, how? This is like the devil's house. Like, that's how I feel. Honestly, I feel like I signed myself up with the devil, and that's why I feel like I was so miserable, so depressed, and just so lost. Since I left the strip club, I'm telling you, I'm more at peace with myself. I'm not miserable no more, and I am not depressed. I feel closer to my dreams. I know my purpose in life. And when I was in there, I just couldn't see that. Like, it was more so about the turn up, you know? Like, I was in there getting drunk, taking drugs, like letting, you know, just letting people touch. It just wasn't it just wasn't good, honestly. I can't even sit right here and say that it was. I can't even act like it's just this good place, because it's not. And I ain't trying to like offend nobody and nobody that worked there. That's not me. I did it before. I could never take it back. It was a part of me, but it's not no more. And everything I try to teach people, they gonna see it in time, I guess. So that's really it. But if you a younger girl, or you somebody that's just thinking about going to the club, you have to really think about it, because it is honestly, it's so much that come with it. People look at it as like free money, but it's actually, it's really not free. It's so much that come behind free money. Don't let me, you could get this, you get that. Yeah, you can, but you're gonna have to pay a price with it. And I'm telling you, I always been happy, and I always been excited. I always just been just so full of life. And I feel like when I started working in that club, it was a different lifestyle, of course. So, you know, I'm just like, you know, it's lit up in here, da 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 da. It's lit, it's popping out, you know. That's how it be. The devil know what you want. God know what you need. I wanted money. I wanted stability. I wanted all of that. When I got in there, it was free. I bought my mom a car in 4 days. I'm like, I ain't never make this much money in 4 days. I'm coming back. My whole purpose was to get me and my mama out of the situation that we was in. That's how the devil worked, though. I made all that money in a week. Not even a week. 4 days. Bought her a car. Thinking like, man, this cool. I'm about to get this. I'm about to get that. Da 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 da. Fast forward all these years later, I'm 24. I'm going through it mentally, like, so bad. Like, I done been through so much stuff as a child, but I ain't never been through this much mentally working in a club. It's like, it took me so far back to my childhood. It was just bad. Like, it was just bad. Like, all the trauma, like I really couldn't just see the light. I just lost me. Like, I really just lost me. And I feel like I really signed myself up to be with the devil. And I'm not calling nobody no devil. You know, I love my my old boss that even just, you know, let me work in his establishment, thought that I was good enough to even work in there. I'm not calling nobody the devil. That's never what I do. I appreciate them for even letting me work there. And it's like, I learned a lesson through it all, really. So it's just like a life lesson that I'm gonna take with me for the rest of my life. So I'm really just not even like, I don't regret it or nothing like that. I really don't. I'm just happy that I'm finally out of there, and I'm just happy that I can see the light. Like, y'all, it was just so bad. Like, letting a man touch you. Physical touch is something. Like, you cannot just let anybody be touching you. Like, you really cannot. This is why a lot of people do not like women touching their husband, because physical touch is something you cannot just let anybody put their spirits and stuff on you, their energies and stuff on you. You can't do that. And we let men touch us all day long in the club. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, of course, we carrying them energies and stuff around on us, because mostly everybody that I know that work in the club, they not nice. Like they kind of like mean. Like it's a couple girls in there that's nice, but like for the most part, everybody is kind of like mean. And it's like, it's just because we carrying so many spirits and energies and stuff on us. It's really a lot. It's a lot that come with it. I'm telling you, it's not free money. Don't never think that you going to the club, it's gonna be free money. It's not. You gotta worry about your safety and everything. Like, people will follow you home. I got followed home before. You gotta worry about people being obsessed with you. You gotta worry about, because in the club, you selling them a fantasy. You not who you is. When I go in that club, I'm not Sunny, I was Diamond. You get what I'm saying? So I was selling a fantasy to a lot of people, and you can't play with people like that. You get what I'm saying? It's like, you can't do it, because God not going to bless you ever in life. Like, God is not going to bless you if you sitting here doing stuff for money and finessing and stuff for money. Like, you going around hurting people for money. Like, we think we getting over, but really we going down. Period, plain blank. It's all a scam. It's all a scheme, and it's not good. I'm telling you, if you want to worship God, you cannot worship God and the devil at the same time. You have to pick. And so I picked, and I feel like this is the best thing that I ever done in my life. Of course, my money is not the same, but it will be. I believe that, and I'm figuring it out. I have a new job now. You know, I'm gonna continue to take my YouTube series. I'm gonna continue to talk to y'all on here, and it's just going good. Like, I feel so much better. So I'm not using my body for money and attention no more. I got so much clout off being a dancer and just like having all the stuff that I hid, but it's not the right type of clout. It came from something wrong and something negative. So I just pray that, like, I still, you know, but it's gonna happen anyway, but I just pray that, like, people still mess with me while I'm going through this journey, because I'm telling you, it's not easy, but I'm doing it, and I'm keeping God first. I took that leap of faith in December, and honestly, it's the best thing that I ever done. Like, I used to be so miserable and so sad, crying like my eyes out every single day. I used to dread going to work. Like, I used to dread going to the club so bad. Like, I used to tell my boyfriend, like, I'm so tired of doing this. Like, I cannot wait till I'm done. But we came up with a deadline and was like, okay, well, you should just work to this time until you get this, that, and the third. I'm like, all right, okay, cool. And then one day, I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, I left with little to no savings. I'm telling you, like, I barely had money when I left, but I took that leap of faith. I put my trust and everything into God, and I am doing so much better. Like, mentally, physically, emotionally, I'm better. I'm saving more money. I'm seeing my money now. You get what I'm saying? At first, I was just blowing it on a daily, but now since it's not coming in like clockwork like it used to, I'm saving it, and I'm starting to see my money for real. And I'm just so proud of myself. I'm just proud that I did this, and I just pray that, like, I can help anybody. Like, if you're thinking about going to the club, think long and hard. And make sure that you're strong mentally, and make sure that you have a lot of talks with God. You ask God for wisdom, direction, guidance. You know, just make sure you talk to God, and then you know, God gonna give you direction on what to do. And even if you do go to the route, you know, where you decide to want to work in the club, make sure that you're strong enough mentally and don't get sucked in. You don't have no friends in the strip club. These men are not your friend. Period. They all want something from you. I'm spinning. They all want something from you. They all do. Nobody wants to marry you in there. They want sex. Let's just keep it a buck. That's what they want. They want sex. So just make sure that you keep your head on strong. Don't go in there think you got friends. Don't go in there drinking, smoking, and stuff like that. A lot of people always feel like, I got to get drunk to do this. I need a drink to do this. If you feel like that, you don't need to be in there. I'm telling you, you need to be on your P's and Q's. You need to be on your square when you in there. Like, you going to be good, though, if you decide to go. I just pray that, you know, I'm not judging nobody, but I just pray that you just keep God first, you know, and you just do good. If I can help one person, I feel so much better. So, y'all, I'm finna end the vlog, and I'll be back in a couple days.